Well, I think the trade union and Nigerian Labour Congress had now come to terms with the fact that whenever they want to go on strike and they announce it, ahead, they are just brought to a round table and then discussions are made again until the next time when they say, okay, we are going on strike again, and then the federal government will call them to a round table until, before we know it, time is gone out, and of course nothing eventually is done. Well, this is still serious matters here at Tunif TV. Please do share videos, or drop your comment, make them simple and simple. Thank you very much for keeping pace with us. The Trade Union Congress on Saturday said the suspension of its October 1st nationwide strike was a temporary move. It noted that it remained conditional upon the fulfillment of the promises by the President Bola Tinubu-led administration to fulfill the conditions enlisted in the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the federal government and the Organised Labour. Of course, the Labour Congress had said there will be no warning before the next strike. Labour also dismissed the claim by governors that they would not implement the demands of the in the MOU between the federal government and the Organised Labour on the grounds that governors had rolled out palliatives for states, civil servants and residents before the Memorandum of Understanding was actually signed. Because I still wonder how many people have received any form of palliative. I still wonder how many persons have actually received any form of palliatives. Nigeria is we do too much of comedy. Like I've always said, I said, look, when they want to watch comedy, I think outside this world, when people want to watch comedy, they just tune into Nigeria. Let's see what's happening in Nigeria, because we do too much of play. We play with so many things, you understand? And I'm wondering who had received any form of palliative. I mean, if you have received, please feel free to drop your comment. Let us know how much of the palliative that you are enjoying. I mean, the list of fuel that you will buy fuel today is about 590 naira. That's if you go into Bovas or any of those kind of filling stations. But anything outside that, you'll be getting for over 600 and all of that. So I'm still wondering what the palliatives were. Still recall that 5 billion naira were given to each state. We've not seen anything. I mean, hey, oh, come on. There were ways. If you were going to do something, if you actually wanted to give the people money, you know how to reach them. We did NIN anyway. I'm also very fishy about that one, because we saw there was one time like that is in a national, I think of Niger or somewhere, and it was found with our NIN, you understand, with everything. I mean, it's that tells you how porous our system still is, even to the point of all those very sensitive documents that we have. Some persons who probably are not supposed to have them still have access to them, and they still carry those things. And so if we have BVNs and all of that, I don't see any reason why federal government cannot easily, direct money into those accounts. And of course, reach out to people. You know how to do that when you want to do that. If we want to do something, we know how to do it. And so we should stop deceiving ourselves. Well, the National Deputy President of the TUC, Trade Union Congress, Tommy Etim, made this known in an interview with our correspondent in Abuja on Saturday. It said that the Organised Labour and the federal government had signed a 15-point agreement in the Memorandum of Understanding, which was made public on October 1st, 2023, speaking on reports that governors might not implement the Memorandum of Understanding that was signed, the agreement, the terms of agreement that were reached. Etim said that that is not possible. Anyways, the truth is that we have reached out to our people in the states to meet with them. Letters have also been sent to that effect. On the progress reached so far with the government, the Labour leader said, the 30-day ultimatum we gave to them is still in place. We have given them time and we are sure they are working. What we did was just a suspension. Or when you strike, or when you suspend the strike, you can kickstart it without further notice. We have done our part and we are waiting for them to do their part. And so the labor union had said to the federal government, we are not going to warn you, we are just going to go on strike. That's what's going to happen. Because you see, before you take up a fight, you must have reached the precipice of, okay, you must have talked about it, you must have discussed it, you must have, done everything needful, so that when they even ask you, okay, did you actually actually talk about this? Did you mention this? Somebody will say, yes, he did mention it. We had talked about it, but then we did not fulfill our part. Well, this is still serious matters here at Tunif TV. I mean, matters that are really making the round. This is serious matters. Please do share your comments, drop your comment, make them simple and civil. Let us know what your opinions are. Of course, you have very good opinions that we can learn from, and of course, let's just share opinions. And of course, we hope that someday, very soon, as we continue to discuss it, you're sure to see results. I think it's high time that the Labour Congress and the TUC actually stand their ground and do the needful. They are the only ones who can even help at this point, because who are the people that the palliatives, whatever the president announced on the 1st of October, how many people is that going to reach? Is it only, do we only have people working for the federal government in Nigeria? What about the state government people? Now the governors are left to do that. But what about the teeming masses? How many people really works in the civil service compared to those who are doing business, those who are on their own, those who, I mean, and yet a lot of us, pay tax on everything that we do. Well, this is serious matters. Please do share our videos to others. Drop your comment, make them simple and civil. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Abraham. God bless you. Bye-bye.